Hello, my name is Gregory Jones, and I've written a book called The Macroeconomic Laws, which I would like for you to buy a copy of. So I'll give you a sample of some of the poetry in this book. What it is inside you. It's inside every heart that lives beneath the blue sky. It tantalizes the thoughts of the old as well as the young. It provokes the rich as well as the poor, and it mocks achievers and the idle alike. Some scream and shout and celebrate the morning light. Others linger and lapse in listless postures of aimless melancholy. Some are carried on waves of fortune, while others are overwhelmed. They were born and they would be in the land where they are free. Chained beneath an iron will, so they toiled and so they tilled. With a word and with a call, he was born to save them all. When the Lord gives the power to free the people in their hour. For the love of people free, from the mountains to the sea. That's a sample of the poetry in this book. Additionally, this book contains economic information and information about foreign affairs. So I'll start here with this economic information right here. Now, I'll start with this part about law here. Here we have the United States Constitution, and it says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union and to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. It says to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves. It doesn't say to foreigners or to immigrants or to people in other countries. By immigrants, it means ones who have attained citizenship, of course. So we have no obligation to immigrate. We are an independent and sovereign nation state. Now, the macroeconomic laws are 5 laws which describe all economic conditions. And you'll notice right here, wages are governed by supply and demand, or economic growth versus labor supply. Immigration increases labor supply, reducing wages. Now, mass immigration of 1 or more million immigrants per year to the U.S. began in the year 1970, and in the year 1973, wages became stagnant. The cost of this mass immigration is $75 trillion in wages stolen from the American people. I say stolen because the journalists lie. The journalists say that we have labor shortages. They say that economic growth is from the stock market. They say that wage gains cause inflation. These are not true. Of course, economic growth is a product of free enterprise, not the stock market. And we have labor excess, or too much labor, because wages are stagnant. We don't have labor shortages. There are no labor shortages on this planet, in fact. And wage gains do not cause inflation. Inflation is a product of monetary policy. Here, the cost of mass immigration is enormous. If we hadn't been mass immigrating over the last 38 years, wages would be about $40,000 greater for each working American, I estimated. In order to calculate the cost of mass immigration, divide $40,000 by 2 to get $20,000, the average each worker in the U.S. has lost in wages per year. Multiply $20,000 by 35 years, the number of years wages have been stagnant in the U.S., and each American worker has lost $700,000 in wages over the last 35 years. Our workforce was 107 million persons working. That's a computer-generated number that the computers gave to me. And so we multiply 700,000 by 107 million, and we find that the cost of mass immigration over the last 35 years is $75 trillion in wages stolen from the American people, an incredible fortune. This doesn't include the cost of our deficit, or our debt, or our trade deficit, or the cost of wear and tear on our infrastructure, or the cost of crime as well, which add to the cost of mass immigration. Of course, this estimate was made in the year 2008. And since then, I estimate that the cost of mass immigration has increased to perhaps $100 trillion in wages stolen from the American people. Now, it is time to end mass immigration, and this can be done quickly. And so what I want you to do, of course, is to buy my book. The Macroeconomic Laws, written by Gregory Jones. You can purchase a copy at Ex Libris or Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And then I want you to read the book, and you decide for yourself. Of course, I'm presenting you with the information, of course. And part of some of my macroeconomic information comes from United States congressional computers. And the rest of it, of course, I generated using estimation methods, especially the cost, of course. I estimated the cost there, and you can read it for yourself and think about it, and you'll realize that we're talking about an enormous amount of money, and I just wanted to put a number on it to indicate the cost, the massive cost of immigration. In fact, the entire world is overpopulated, and that's why we're poor, of course. And there, that will do it. Let's see, I take this over here. That's right. Trust in God.